Yo, what's up? We are live, Craig. We are live.
Yo, huh?
Yeah,
Where did
this is a T Squeegee One On One right here with Craig. We're rolling with the window cleaner tonight, man. That's what we're doing.
All right, let me. Where did you go? What the fuck did
What
I do
happened?
with it? Yeah, I'll find it. Where did,
Craig's gonna sort out his technical difficulties, and then we'll get
there it
going.
is.
There we go.
I got it.
All right.
Oh,
So yeah, dude, we're doing this little this live T Squeegee One On One for a couple of reasons. Well, actually, one reason to be quite honest, and that's because this year at the huge convention, we're going to be seeing the first ever window cleaning museum. So it's is it the what is the official title?
I wish I. You know what? I wish I pulled the sticker. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hold
All
on.
right. All right. Yeah.
Here, I know exactly where I'm going with this. In one of these drawers, I have it sitting here somewhere. I don't know where that deuce is. That right under here. Just go on to this. So you were at the huge last year,
Yes.
and those folks that are joining in now, or now, wait, let me digress a little bit here. Do you have? This is Zoom, so this is all new for me, and this is all no. Even when this is around 10 years from now, and I've done this like many times,
Hmm.
it's still going to be new because I suck at this shit.
Right. Yeah. I know.
Does this have comments in the side that folks join in?
Yeah. It does. It does have. It does have comments. Yes.
So I don't even know how to do that.
Well, I will monitor the comments. So far, we
Okay.
just have one, and the one comment is the legend from scribe to scribe.
Describe, you are
Yeah.
the legend.
No,
I
I'm
agree.
assuming they're talking about you. I'm not. I'm not a legend.
Are they not talking about themselves?
Maybe they're talking about themselves. I don't know.
I don't even know who tell us. Is it TJ? Is it me? Is it both of us?
Is
Is
it
it
both of
all?
us? Are we both?
I mean,
I'll settle for both. I'm okay. I'm game with that.
so last year
Hmm.
everybody was at the huge convention, and
Hmm.
anybody who was anybody got one of those. I don't know if it'll ever show up on there, but it's going.
I do not have one of those, so I must not be anybody.
Well, no, you will get one of these then because I have a bunch more of these, but I don't know. You know what? These things went so damn fast, and you
I
know who
wasn't
got.
drinking. That might have had something to do with it.
You know what? I should elaborate
Yeah.
because it's not no actual. I don't know how many actual window cleaners got these at the convention because they weren't not the anybody at the
Yeah.
convention. Who? You know what it says here? I flipping hate beer koozies. Do you know why? Because every time we go to the convention, what do they hand you? A beer koozie.
True.
Every single booth.
True.
So anybody who was handing me a beer koozie, they were getting my beer koozie in return. But the museum is the Rolling with the Window Cleaner Museum, and it is. You know what? It's about us. It's about you.
Yeah.
It's about me. It's
Well,
about single window cleaner.
I'm actually this season. I mean, technically, it's a little more than 20, but I'm going to officially say that I've been cleaning windows for 2 decades. Yeah, I got
Pull
my
it up.
new.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my. To
that's it.
celebrate, I had a custom piece of jewelry made. It's a 2 ounce silver squeegee with a couple of diamonds in it on the front and then a couple in the back. So where the screws are supposed to hold the squeegee, there's a couple of diamonds. But yeah,
That is so sweet. Now
yeah,
you know
man,
what?
it's pretty cool.
You went with silver. I'm not a gold guy
I'm not a
myself.
gold guy. I'm just not a gold guy. You know,
Now,
we have that fair complexion. You know what I mean? We have that northern complexion, so
it
gold doesn't
doesn't.
look great on us.
But the question is, you know what's funny is today we've been on this big building, the Grace
Uh-huh.
Landing. Saw the pictures. Most anybody in the pro group has seen the pictures of this big
Oh
building.
yeah.
Grace. I'll tell you what. I picked up these. I picked up the entire set of the Pulex stainless steel channels.
Hmm.
I got to get two of the handles. There are 9 channels in the set, and I have 7 of these Continental handles. Here, I'll show. This is something that you'll see in the museum.
Okay.
And I don't know if folks can see that, but I'll get that right up to the
Oh,
camera.
looks good.
Yeah, and that's an old brass Continental. Grace, look this one up. Italy, 1970s about.
Okay.
And so I found these seven newer handles. They're much like the push spring on the Unger original Ergotex with
Mm-hmm.
that 50th anniversary,
Yeah.
but they're the same as the Pulex. So if you've used Pulex at all, I know that they listed them as Continental on the tag, and we were looking up, and I'm thinking, did Pulex actually, did Continental, was that the earlier name and it absorbed into Pulex and now who absorbed into IPC? Trying to find those things out for the museum. But yeah, I've been running those stainless today on this building.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done stainless steel in a while. I've been using old brass, old Fuller squeegees and whatnot. I run a lot of these squeegees from the museum. I actually, I don't know, are you a car guy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know Mark Tanner is a car guy, and
Definitely.
I think I know he knows the good guys.
Yes.
They run.
Yes.
They hot rods and they run them. They don't tow these down and show them. They actually drive across country, show their cars. My dad was a good guy. He built hot rods. He was a good guy. But yeah, I'm that kind of. I don't know, the window cleaning good guy. I run. Here's a. I don't know if anybody knows the Fuller brass right there in the screen. I'll show them. Anybody watching now or tuning in later, Fuller Brass Company uh, was a popular company. They're still around actually. Now they make plastic squeegees for showers.
Plastic squeegees, really?
Well, you know what? A lot of this stuff, we're trying to develop the museum in a way where we can show the history. And when you think about World War II alone and the metal drives that were going on and the scarcity of metals back
Okay.
then,
Yeah.
why a lot of those squeegees from the 30s are still around. We don't find too many. The same style is stuck around from that 20s, 30s, that heavy steel. Right before, Ettore Stacone did his.
Uh-huh.
And you remember the two blade, the two
Of course.
rubber, and I mean these heavy steel. These are
Oh,
W.J. Dennis out of Chicago.
right.
You hear these folks
Well,
talking
that
about.
that squeegee right there, that one that's in your hand right there, is on the back of the window cleaning history T-shirt. That's the exact squeegee. I have the on the back of the window cleaning history T-shirt, the Squeegee Life window cleaning T-shirt. That is the patent design on the back of it is that squeegee.
Does it
The
look like this one?
yes, it's the dentist squeegee. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's the original. Whenever it says the Chicago squeegee or the
Yes.
hand that has the cutaways inside, those
Hmm.
little, that I don't have that brochure. That we have all those brochures going back to the teens
Wow.
from J. Dennis. We have the actual the catalogs that you would get, and all those squeegees, all these. This one is interesting because it is actually stamped professional.
Oh, that's cool, man.
This is the only one. I mean, this one
See,
is
I can really vibe with this because I'm a history guy. That was my favorite subject in school. I mean, I excelled at it. I mean, I loved history. I still love history. Most of the time, if I'm reading or listening to a book, it has something to do with history. And I can appreciate where, because I know how I started 20 years ago, the tools that I was using when I started just 20 years ago, and to see
20
where, and
years
just to see where we're at right now,
ago.
it's like light years compared to, you know what I mean, to where I started out at, So,
You know exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's funny because in the pro group, I'm talking to people. I know you've seen this
yeah,
before. There are people. It's unbelievable. They still go for that old technology. It is
yeah,
still viable today. I just Mr. Longarm, one of my favorites from my childhood, the Pro Curve and my 0 degree. You're a big Unger 0 degree.
yes.
I've got the swivel lock. I've got the original swivel lock with the original
Oh,
old
really?
handle. But I also have the original Mr. Longarm, their 0 degree, which goes on the Pro Curve pole. And Chris.
I want to see that.
Now, I happen to get my hands on when WCR still had the handle itself,
Uh huh.
I got the original, which is yellow. This
Right.
goes, my dad bought that.
Right.
And I was playing, I'm like, wow, this is cool. It's on a curved pole. And
Right.
I'm like, it's cool, but the poles suck. They're so horrible.
Yeah.
But I bought one of these because I guess last year, Mr. Longarm, that was it. They sold out.
Oh,
Somebody absorbed.
really?
So
No kidding.
I bought one of every pole, and so I have it in my collection. My collection is insane. It's
Well, I've
stupid.
seen it. I've seen some of it. When we came up for the rolling, when I came up for the rolling with the window cleaner, the breakfast you had, and we all,
That's what we
yeah,
stock.
we went back to the house and we went out back in your shop and there was a mountain of shit.
You know what? A lot of stuff. You probably really saw half of it. Is that there was
That
half of
doesn't
it was
surprise me.
in storage in
Yeah.
just big above the rafters. I've had stuff just the immense amount of stuff that I have.
Oh, I was saying to Grace on the podcast Wednesday. I asked her how you guys were getting down there.
We're driving.
Yeah, I said, is all this stuff going to require a U-Haul? And she said, you guys are taking 2 trucks.
We're taking our trucks. We're gonna
Right,
because yeah, you know how I am. I'm that
right.
guy. I drove down last year.
Is it gonna be fully outfitted to clean windows and haul a bunch of museum shit?
Everything. I will organize this down. I've got my office is transformed into the museum.
Hmm.
So I have my 10-foot lengths down
Hmm.
my side here. My desk is centered, and you can see the I don't know what these things are called here. These graded walls, whatever art walls or whatever. I don't know. Grace does all that.
Right.
She is the I am the insanity behind all of
She's the
this.
one that makes it. She's the one that makes it come together.
The logistics.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
she is brilliant. I'll tell
Typical
you.
woman. Typical woman keeping us in line.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I'll tell you, for anybody that's going to the huge convention, Grace and I are going to be at the booth all day for what? I think it's 2 days for the trade show.
I think so. Yeah.
You're going to literally be at the booth, so that anybody that goes to the convention, 2 days of we're not charging anybody, and you come and you hang out and you talk. You want to pick our brains about anything, office,
Uh
the
huh.
field, anything. It's not just a history. Some of these, it all kind of culminates to where we're at in this moment in time,
Uh
and
huh.
I don't know, there's so much, but yeah, if anybody's going,
I'm
she is.
I'm stoked. I was stoked when I heard when you. I mean, because you reached out to me initially to tell me what was going on, and I was stoked to hear that it was. I think it's cool because you know there's only so much. I mean, there's only so much you can do at one of those conventions, but mostly you're going there for the hang for the most part. The tools. Are the tools. But something like this, like something like some history, is neat. It'll be something for people that are new to the industry or old and that just aren't aware of the history of the business. It'll be super informative. And like I said, I know for a fact I've I've been to your house. I know that you've got it covered. You've got it covered. So, and as far as the hats goes, guys, I'm kind of keeping my lid on the hats. They will be available, but only in a certain way. It has nothing to do with the folks over at Zero. I asked, Sean came up with this logo here, Sean Hart, and I was like, man, I want my. Sean's making his own logo with his own T-shirts. I'm making my own too, so I had this done, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put that on hats. But I got a unique idea to get for the hats are not for sale. The hats will be given away, so everyone will know eventually. It's coming soon. The hats will
Did you
be available. Go ahead.
did you see the pants?
Did I see what?
The zero pants that I made?
Dude, your zero pants are out of control, dude. Your zero pants, just like your squeegee life towel leisure suit, like it's fucking out of control, man. You are out of control, dude.
Anybody that's watching, again, I'm always that guy. Anybody watching now or anybody later, I'm going to drop it now. A live drop on the Squeegee Show. I got another outfit that I have already put together. Um, this is inspired by everything that the pro group is now. Jello, Shishi, ZZ. Anybody XI, you know that?
XIXI, yeah, okay.
We pronounce that actually Shishi.
Shishi.
Yeah, Shishi. XI. The
That's
isn't
how
that
that's
the
pronounced?
yeah, Shishi.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got a nice outfit, and it's actually one I'm putting together. This one is for Chris. It's really for him. He enjoys it. I'm an outfit kind of guy. He enjoys the outfit, so I put together one for him, and that's going to be, I don't know. I'm going to get my building done, and we're going to release that outfit. But yeah, now I think the question is with my zero pants, Sean's shirt, and your hat. I think we've got a pretty stellar outfit. You know.
Dude, I can't wait.
So can you imagine? If this museum takes off, is really, it's going to be interesting. I think you and the viewers might want to see some of the content that's going to be in the museum. I want to go over some of that if you don't mind.
Go
But
ahead, man. I just got a
I,
crazy text message. It just threw me off of screenshots of some turd burglar dude, some Australian guy just doing some wild shit, man.
just like window cleaning wild shit,
Uh,
or we
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Because
Oh, okay, Chris. Sorry,
no, don't even worry.
dude.
So I'm
That's
gonna
Chris
do it.
McDonald. My bad, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one down because it is Friday.
Uh,
This season is kicking the fuck
dude.
in.
Well, you just seen. I didn't throw one down. I smoked one down. You know, it's Friday. I'm unwinding. I don't care. It's been a really. I had a job where yesterday where I was out. I was far away from the shop, and it was inside. I have to drive my truck inside of this giant factory. Um, and it's like
Nice.
this. It's an old machine factory. They make the machining machines. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
And
I'm
the
totally.
whole floor is stood on end 4x4 posts. It's just they're little like six. Actually, they're 6x6 inch wood squares. The whole factory floor, and then in the middle of it's like an old concrete railroad system in it, with iron rails. But I'm assuming the wood floors because everything's made so if something drops, it doesn't damage the part or the floor. They could replace it. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah. So if you're talking about machining parts, uh, any kind of tool and die, any
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
that.
That's essentially it's a giant tool
Yeah.
and die plant. Well, where I was at, I had to. There's no access to water, and these windows are filth. So I had the skid, and my 12-volt pump went on me, and I didn't have another one on me. So I'm like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to find a TSC so I could buy a fucking pump. I mean, I eventually I figured it out, but it was such a nightmare, man. Just been a
And
terrible week, and the rain, dude. I mean, you know just as well as anybody. I mean, we're about an hour away from each other. It sucks. Sucks.
it's one of those years. I want to go back to your skid. That's something Mark Tanner put together, as I
Yes,
understand.
yes, yes.
Now, I don't know this building. Do they have a water source at the building at all, in or out?
They do. They do. But the particular location where I was at, the issue is I would have needed about 300 foot of garden hose to get
Okay,
water to
gotcha.
my
Yeah.
where I was at. You know what I mean? So the skid
See, my
makes it
question.
super convenient.
Well, but with the skid, if you have an issue with the pump,
Uh
are
huh.
you able to buy bypass that if you had the 300 foot of hose and just go, do you have enough source pressure to do that job?
No, I mean, I didn't really think about it like that. I probably could have, if I had the hose, I probably could have hooked it up to the inlet with the source pressure and I could have ran it through the DI because there is a DI cartridge on the side. I probably could have got away with that, yes, but I just didn't have enough hose. That was the only problem.
That's always, but you know
Right.
what? I'm thinking, because I listen, we
Yeah.
jam.
Trust
And
me, I thought about it at first. I was like, man, and then I was like, well, there's still no way. I thought, well, maybe if I go buy 100 foot of hose, I'll just run my yellow line out, because I got 200 foot of yellow line, or I'm sorry, 150 foot of line, and maybe, like my supply hose for my pole, maybe that'll reach, and it didn't. It only got halfway, and I was like, I'm going to go and find a pump. And I did. I eventually found one. It knocked like 4 hours out of the day, but, whatever. I figured it out.
Well, you know what? It's because with like all these folks out there buying all technology, right there is just something so simple. It's man, you know what? Can I bypass this? Can I do it that way? How much? You know what? I got a question for you. How much source hose do you carry each day?
I don't carry any.
Like because you're always.
I typically in the morning I will pump about I hold 50 gallons. The tank holds 50 gallons, and typically I will use that. I don't use my water fed pole on everything. I use my water fed pole in situations where it A, makes me quicker, B, it's going to do a good job, and 9 times out of 10 I'm using it on just the uppers, and then I'm doing everything else traditional.
Gotcha.
It's typically, and people are like, well, what about the the difference in quality? If your water's pure and you're doing a good job scrubbing the windows, there's gonna look no different.
You know what? Listen to this. It's real life window cleaning that happened today. We have the new building. We're up on the third floor of the front of the building. It's all on upper deck. The owner's office is on the corner. The second command is the next office. And Friday next week, they're having an event up there on the deck and in that big area. The building's designed to have parties. And I mean, they got a golf. The big. I don't know. It's a you golf and you play your holes and it's a big screen and
and they got a virtual golf deal.
Virtual golf and they got
cool.
I mean, this place is decked out. They are decked out, but they're having a party, and I'm like, okay, this upper deck has water. I can actually I have a handheld system. I can bring it, put it on the deck, and I can water fed that. But you know what? This first time, Titan degreaser is my best friend on this building. Titan degreaser, all that. It's in the flight path from Cleveland Hopkins.
Oh no.
Lake Road, Lake Road going into Cleveland.
Yeah.
All 5 days a week.
No.
No, that's a double thumbs up for a window cleaner because.
Yeah, but I mean that still had to be grimy though.
Well, you know what? It is, but I'll tell you what. Do you use Titan degreaser on that shit at all?
I have.
We're going. Grace is like tomorrow. I'm finishing up the outsides this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm like my Father's Day. I'm doing what a father does.
Work.
I'm going to work.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I can, and the most exciting way. I love my family, but you know what? we got this big ass building.
Right.
That means, in essence, that could depending. You never know. You understand that you do it in and out. You got interior glass, the partition glass, deck glass.
Right.
You have entrances back and front. By the time all said and done, if they like us, if they like the work, we're talking. I'm like, could this be 4 outs, 2 in and out?
Right. This could turn into a very lucrative thing. Yeah.
Well, the bed cleaning on that third floor, and we price the building. What I taught Grace how to do is to price each floor. Each floor has its own.
I'm the same way, Craig. I tend to when I give people a residential bid, I'll piecemeal them bids. You know what I mean? Like I'll give them this option, this option, this option.
That's well, you are a lot like us. We have BiWeekly
Hmm.
Residential, and if my I've said this before, if my storefront and you have old storefronts, there's only four plates of glass, a door, and
Yeah.
maybe a transom.
Right.
Most of the are covered up anymore,
Right.
and you know those old ones with the
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to go do a storefront, Roman Fountain Pizza, four plates of glass and a door,
Uh-huh.
and what is that? I don't know, $10, you
Right.
know, out only,
Right.
whatever. I'm going to a house and I don't know, you know how it is, but the biweekly with that ability to do the water fed, you're
Hmm.
in and out so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. But this building, I am scrubbing the living daylights out of these windows with tight degreaser. Somebody, whoever else had it, I'm sorry. I love window cleaning, but I hate shoddy work.
Yeah.
And the ledges, I'll take pictures next Wednesday where I'll take pictures of what the last person left on I put my stacks, my
Mm.
base, my head,
Uh.
and I'm up and I am nose to glass cleaning all those interiors
Uh.
and I'm everything nice. And then
I
you
mean,
want
I
to
could see a little this and that on the exteriors, but if you got the ledges look like shit on the inside, that's just
that
that's not good.
drywall.
That's not good work. That's not good work. You gotta on the inside, you have to take care of that. You have to.
See, listen, you know, and that's technology. Is
Hmm.
we use a lot of the IPC Eagle, the Clino systems.
Oh, you do.
Well, we do. Grace loves that. She is so tiny and she cannot handle the ladders.
Right.
You know this about her. You've
Right.
seen her.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like her and Jennifer are the same size. They're teeny tiny.
You know, as much as she wants to, she still can't
Right.
handle. She can stack that headpiece on.
Right.
Yeah. Now, can she move that as many times and take it off when she
No, that's asking a bunch.
that's it, strength and
Yeah.
weakness.
Yeah.
You know where when I get up there and I detail that the first time, you know how to just clean that all off and get it ready.
Hmm.
The next 2 to 3 services, let's say they sign up for a couple interiors,
Uh.
the next one she can do the IPC Eagle Cleano on those, and with her solution, you know the suction cup rings.
Hmm.
That stuff takes that vinegar, or you can use an alcohol solution.
Uh huh.
And she's got the ratios. She's the wizard with that stuff.
Right.
Uh, oh man, you take those rings, it pulls
Really.
that the ring right out. It extracts it into the pad. I'm like, man, I was a skeptic, but we use those on modern smart homes.
Uh huh.
With that's with the new self cleaning glass. I
Right.
don't know if you
Yeah.
will buy. We
Yeah.
have you know, but actually that technology is great on those glass on that glass because in the modern smart home, the new wave of home building we have in our area, the air systems are so pristine that these homes, the windows don't have a chance to get that buildup. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
It's a whole new wave of window
Right.
cleaning. And I gotta let her expand in her way.
I've been messing around with that and I'm actually like a maybe a week away from like finishing the video cuz there's I got one of those Mormon Stingray deals. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's the
Wait,
the little
black,
the
black cave?
it's the yeah, the black case.
Spray Ray.
Spray Ray, that's what it is. Spray Ray.
I
Yeah,
have that.
I'm doing a review on it, and there's a couple of jobs I got it for specifically. I was like, man, if this actually works really well, this is gonna save me some time. And I'm not gonna give up the ghost on what I think about it yet, but yeah, so there are things out there, but I never. I'm being honest with you. I always thought that Cleano thing as a gimmick, but you're telling me that it isn't. So that's
No,
interesting. That's
no, you
interesting.
know, I'll tell you, next time you have Grace on,
Okay.
get that as a bullet point. You know, really get her talking about that because she is the one. I don't
I have a space that I do quarterly, an interior office space that if that works, I want to get one and try it now. I'll have to reach out to Chris. and see if
We
I
will
can
go
get one of
live
those.
tomorrow. We're going to go live on the outside of the building because
Mhm.
I'm going to be doing the degreasing on the outside, but we'll show the building off and I'll go over the windows that I mean, she's used this. Now, you got to understand, they've got some sections that's just a big single plate.
Yeah,
She cleans the sills and frames with otherwise. Let's just
right.
say otherwise with our method.
Yeah.
And she attacks the glass with the Clino system,
Mhm.
and I think we have all but maybe one size. We have the carbon fiber tall one.
Oh, really?
She's so tiny she can't handle ladders, and when I'm not around, I'm trying to develop her in a way with the technology that is viable. That is with WCR sells it. I don't think Chris
To make her self sufficient, so she doesn't have to depend on you.
not and she you guys talked to her on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Do you think that she needs me at all?
No,
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 not at
no,
all.
no. She's got it covered.
No,
She's
she does.
proficient. She's a proficient window cleaner.
And with that technology,
Mm,
she's even more proficient. And she said it on the show. She's in a man's dominated
mm.
industry.
Well, things. I mean, even um, Craig just froze. Even buckets on a belt. I'll keep going.
With her,
And well, there. You're freezing, Craig. Anyways,
oh, I
yeah, you froze, but I'll pick up where it froze there. I wanted to say that even things, just small things like if you and guys probably don't think about this, and they probably think I'm being a goof when I say this, but even things like a bucket on a belt are not designed for a woman in mind. You know, especially if she's a small woman. You know, because Grace, she probably puts on a bucket on her belt that's probably hanging towards the middle of her calf. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, so
traps. And I
yeah.
make those. One day when you get out to the new house, we have a new house, much bigger
Well,
space.
we're doing that. We're doing that this summer. I'm gonna me and Craig and Grace are gonna hook up this summer. I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm probably gonna do a
Well,
little window cleaning, but I would prefer just to follow Craig and Grace and just see how they do their thing.
you know what? And what I think we should do is actually get into the shop downstairs and have you work with us to make a belt, a holster
Oh,
or something.
okay. Yeah, hey
Actually,
man, I still use, I have your biothane holster. It's still on my belt. I still use it. It's I there it and it doesn't it's not funky, it's not filthy. It's nice. It's crazy. And
you know,
I stick a dirty ass scrubber in it all the time. My 6-inch my 6-inch handy sleeve I stick in there. So it's always funky, but it doesn't stink, it's not dirty. It washes right off.
now let me ask you: do we have anybody watching right now at all, or?
Yeah, we got 9 people now. We had 12.
Well, that's good enough because it's whoever's in now and whoever's going to be tuning later. Let's get
That's the
over.
main thing that you always have to keep in mind when you do these live streams is it's not who's watching, it's who's gonna watch.
You know what? We do a video and
Yeah.
there's a few people on in the moment, but then
Right.
tomorrow morning there'll be 150 views after we wake up. But
Yes, that's how it works.
some of the important things. So the huge convention for the folks that are going now. I know that I'm pretty sure most of the Squeegee Life crew are going, if I'm not mistaken.
As far as I know, um, I mean, me and Mark, I think are pretty. I think we're about this close. I think Tim may go. Jacob's not going. He said, and Seth I know is not going.
They get a pass.
They get a pass.
Newborns
Yeah, they get a
pass.
pass. They get a pass. Newborns, they get a pass. You know what I mean?
So you know what? And Tim, is he going to go?
He went last year. He may. He wants to. He wants to.
There is a 50-50 chance that he may or may not, possibly,
Give it
maybe,
to me harder, big boy.
but he might.
Buddy.
Something like that. So, at the convention, so for folks going this year,
Hmm.
if you're going to get a ticket, first of all, I don't know if anybody knows this. If they get a ticket through the link that we have through the museum,
Okay.
it actually helps the museum. We are
Oh,
a
okay.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit. Everything that I show you now and everything that I have, I've collected out of my own pocket over the
Right.
years.
I know that. Yeah. Yeah.
And we have spent a lot of time, and Grace has sacrificed a lot of time helping me put this together. But what it is if you're going to buy a ticket, get a hold of Grace or I. We'll get you set up. We can
Hmm.
get you a code, I think, possibly
Hmm.
to get a little cheaper on the ticket. But it helps us, and anybody that buys their ticket through us, everybody that gets it will get a T-shirt, a Rolling with the Window Cleaner limited edition T-shirt. It's only going to be made for this huge convention year.
Oh,
So
cool.
we'll have a special shirt that, and
Nice.
it's
Nice.
complete for this year. You
Nice.
only get it if you buy your ticket through us. And if
Right.
nobody buys the ticket through us, then we're not making the shirt.
Right.
I'll make one for you, but I don't give a
Well,
shit.
yeah, well, yeah, well, I can't buy one. I'll probably get one for free. So,
Well, you know what? We're gonna make we have so many shirt. I'm the shirt guy. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
I
the
am
shirt
too.
guy.
I'm also. I'll be honest with you. I rarely wear. I don't even wear like Clearview shirt anymore. I'm always in some kind of window cleaning memorabilia of some sorts T-shirt. You know what I mean? Windowcleaner.com, Zero, huh?
Is your company called Clearview?
Yeah, Clearviews. It's right over my shoulder right here. That's my company logo right there. The Squeegee man. Can you
I
see it
had no
there?
idea.
Yeah,
I see it,
Clearviews.
but I had no idea.
And that guy right there, the Squeegee man. It's like it's a squeegee, but he's a superhero. My buddy drew that for me. He's passed away since, but yeah, he drew that
The-
for me.
I forget sometimes people just like our clients, they don't call us Lakewood Window, they're Craig and Grace.
Right, right,
They never
right,
say, they never refer and
right,
say, "Hey, call Lakewood Window Cleaning, call Craig and Grace."
right. That's the all of my customers are like call TJ, call TJ. It's
And
never
anybody watching,
Clearviews, huh?
anybody watching, 20 years. TJ's got 20 years
Yeah.
plus, but 20 years. I've got, Grace knows better. I got over 4 decades, 42, 43 years in the field,
Uh,
in the field, talking every year in the field. But when you sell yourself, if you're not selling your business, you're
yeah.
selling yourself. But
That's
your
that
clients
goes
are,
without saying. If you're not selling yourself, you're selling yourself short.
yeah. Or, yeah, well, yeah, that's
It's
it.
all about personality and relationships in this business, especially when it comes to the residential side of business. Um,
Oh, yeah. You got to be,
it's really about that customer experience and that rapport with the customer, especially if you're wanting repeat customers. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I could live off of the work that I have now until I'm done cleaning windows. To be quite honest with you, I mean, I have that strong of a residential customer base that I'm not necessarily in a situation where I'm having to, cut my nose off to spite my face to get a job. You know what I mean? So now when
yeah,
I bid things, I'm not necessarily bidding houses anymore, Chris or Craig. Now I'm kind of bidding clients, customers. Like that
yeah.
interaction, I'll know it immediate. Like I know what I can get for this. But if I build a rapport on this, I'll be doing this lady's house 3 times a year. You know what I mean? Or this guy's house 3 times a year. I'll know within the first 5 minutes of our conversation if this is somebody I want to work with.
That's exactly how we run our
That's
business.
the way you have to, man.
You don't want to go after one every 3 year jobs.
Well, not only that, I'm not saying it's the only way to do business, but you and I run our businesses about the same. It's you and Grace, and for me, it's just me right now. But
Well,
I do have help within the family. I guess if you are running a business model where you have several trucks and several men and then that's different. You know what I mean? Then they're just a date on an appointment book. You know what I mean? But in our case, you're building a relationship because you have to. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to build that. You have to go the extra mile. You have to build that rapport with people so they keep calling you back. You know what I mean? So it's
it's
important.
crazy. I am trying to Grace. I know I got to that point where I'm not scaling a business. I'm not.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I'm I'm the flow of the business.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with scaling your business. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. You could do whatever you want to do. But there's more than one way, and I've say this on the podcast all the time and in my videos, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it my way, and I don't have to do it your way, but we both can be successful in our own way.
Yeah, Grace
So,
is. I think she's going to take over. I feel like she'll scale the business up a bit,
uh-huh.
potential, and I'm like, you. She's got that potential, but she's
Yes.
also me. I'm the guy in the shop, that guy,
Right.
that
You are
guy.
that guy. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
But she's not saying I don't want to take away from her leadership ability
Mm.
because that's not what it is, but to have that technical expertise in the garage, making sure,
Right.
hey, when you check out equipment, you're checking out not only the best equipment, but if you don't know how to use it, I'm going to show you how.
Right. Right. Right.
To run the business, she'll
Right.
be in the field watching you, but I'm going to show you how to do
Well, you'll
this.
definitely do that because when we came up for breakfast up in Lakewood a couple of winters ago, it was absolutely balls ass cold out, and Craig is out with all us guys out in the parking lot. We're freezing our asses off, and Craig's talking about water fed pole systems. It was out of control.
I,
It was out of control.
it
Uh,
was a lot of fun, but you know
it
what?
was fun.
We have to be able, the leader of the pack, the leadership, we
Uh huh.
have to be able to endure,
Yeah.
you look, and I think you know this, anybody watching, any of you guys watching this now or later, come Christmas time and thereafter, we're watching World War II movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what? And we're still of that generation
Yeah.
where we're like, hey man, you know what? Some
Yeah.
mad respect to these guys. The least I can't. We as window cleaners, I think there is something where we're drawn to that kind of drama in movies and whatnot.
Mm.
We're the
I'm a
northern.
John Wayne guy. In the wintertime, I'm watching John Wayne.
Eddie Stewart would say the northern state window cleaners.
Yeah, 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 Eddie.
There is something about even you go up into
Mm,
Canada, those guys get brutal wind chill
yeah.
and brutal sub-zero temperatures,
Uh-huh.
and they're working. They're like, yeah, I'm going to 45 alone. It's kicking ass out
Right,
here. I'm
right.
like,
Yeah.
guys, man, but
I clean all year round. I do. I mean, I have a couple of restaurants and a couple of counts, in that I do year round that I just, to be quite honest with you, I do them just because honestly, I don't need to do them, but I've had the accounts for so long. I've had the accounts for so long. It's kind of like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like breathing at this point. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just something I do. You know what I mean? Just to pass the time for that 3 months out of the year. I want to say this before I forget, because I know I'll forget. I want guys to know, if you're watching this now or watching this later, if you'd like to send me a short clip of yourself cleaning windows, preferably kind of like so we can see you as a person, as a human, that would be great. Because what we're going to do is Craig wants to kind of make a living part of the museum, and he would like, yeah, huh?
the window cleaner experience.
Yeah, like an experience. And what it will be, there will be a video playing of maybe possibly you and a bunch of other window cleaners actually cleaning windows, so you'll be a part of the exhibit. So if you'd like to send a short clip, yeah, if you'd like to send a short clip to Squeegee Life or Craig could forward them to me, whatever. Just a short video of yourself cleaning windows. Just have your guy you're working with or whoever, or stand your tripod up behind you and clean a window real quick. Like 30 seconds or something like that, 60 seconds. Don't have to be long. You don't have to introduce yourself. Just,
Videos.
just something that, just something to add to the experience so you can be a part of the event. Maybe even if you're not there, you'll be a part of the event.
That's the whole idea of the museum is we are working right now, you, myself, everybody out there right now, we are working on being the history.
Yes.
We're working
Yes.
on that. We're going to pass what we have down. We're going to do it right.
Yeah.
We're going to pass it down. But you know what? It's interesting because it's so funny. Part of the museum, I want to show, I don't know if you can see this picture right over
Yes.
here. And you see those two ladders and that scaffold plank, the ladder jack, and then another ladder on top of there?
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's you know what
No, no, you could see it really good.
this is why the museum is going to be. We have got a lot of stuff that goes. It just goes over. We've got old ladders. We don't just cover squeegees. We have the
That's
squeegees.
cool, man.
This one is a barn find. This with the old handle. It's an arrow squeegee. This is
Oh,
another
that's
one,
cool.
and we. It's hard to really go over the totality of everything other than this is shoot. Let's see. I want to go back to one we looked at earlier.
Uh,
This is 1921 right here.
okay.
So that's and at the museum, I want to have a few squeegees like these, the real old ones. I want to have a couple out that people can hold on to,
Right.
feel the compare to an Ed
Right.
Array.
Right.
Then what I want to be able to do is we're going to try to set up, if possible, a little window station with some old style arrow squeegees with the double blade, just that old style that people can,
Oh,
everybody
that's
goes,
cool.
hey man, I'm doing the new wagtail, I'm doing the new this, the new
Yeah.
that. But you know what? I want to try to give them a chance to go back to the old
So what do
days.
you so what do you need, Craig? Do you need a do you need a window? Do you just
Oh
need a
no,
window? No, no.
yeah, we
Oh, you have
yeah,
so you already have so you could set up to clean a window. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have everything. I mean,
Okay.
I've got triple tracks. I can bring a small little triple track demo
Okay.
unit.
I was just I didn't know if you just lack if you lack something. I was say I get you a window.
Oh,
I
you
get
know
you
what
a
I've
window
seen?
on a stand tomorrow if you want.
Oh, I'll go over a couple things that I know we do need, but yeah, this just old brushes, Fuller brush, and I
That's
know
cool as
Tim,
shit.
Outlaw Window Cleaner.
Uh,
This was the one that where he
oh,
gave us, and we did a giveaway and actually gave the one that Tim Outlaw Window Cleaner
uh,
gave us.
uh-huh.
We did a giveaway with that one. We have a few more, but this one right here is, we're still trying to date this, but this is the original Fuller brush. And we'll have some
Well,
Nancy's go
I don't
back into.
think people can really appreciate what that is. Now, you hold it so people can see how what shape it's in. They can't see it
So
like that. Turn it. There you go. Pull it back away from the camera some.
it's,
It's
it is
rounded on the end.
actual.
There you go. There, perfect.
You want to know what's interesting, and I know that
So you mean to tell me that Perry Tate didn't come up with that shape?
bingo.
You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me?
I've tried to explain that Fuller Brush Company, and I
Yes.
had what we're going to do
When
too
you
for the.
posted that, Fuller brush when all that was going on, I couldn't stop. I was like, only Craig would come in and fucking shit on all that. It's
Right
perfect.
there. So
Yeah.
that,
Craig said right there.
yeah, we're working on. So
That's
when
dope.
folks visit the museum, we're trying to do what we can for this first time. It's not an easy thing.
I think it's
Uh,
gonna be cool, man. Like I told you when we spoke privately about this at length. Um, I think it's gonna go. I think it's a great idea. I think it's gonna go off perfectly. I think you and Grace, especially, I know you. It's gonna be awesome. No matter what, it will be awesome because of how much passion you have for the history of the business. I know it's gonna go well. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a hit. That's cool
Look at
as
this.
hell, man. Oh, since we're showing off squeegees, look at this, man. That's fibre right there. Carbon
Um,
fibre. Carbon
and
fibre.
speaking
Well,
of
since
that,
they're out now, I guess I can show it. You know what I mean?
yeah, anybody, I've
Craig
got
got his.
well, actually, this one right here, anybody that buys a ticket through our link, everybody, we're first 15. I think it's only 15. The first 15,
Uh,
they get a shirt. He gets a shirt. But the grand prize winner, there is a grand prize. You know how
yeah,
I'm mystery. I'm
yeah,
mystery guy. But
yeah.
one of the grand prize in the package,
Uh,
just one thing is going to be this squeegee right here
oh, that's
is
cool.
one of the prizes in the grand prize. And I believe the cash walk around at the huge. I think it's either around 150 bucks or something.
Uh,
So that's what? How much is it? $200 squeegee.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
$150 cash in hand, among other things.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Sure,
That's cool, man.
do is buy the ticket through our link. If they're already going,
People are so upset. There's a lot of people that are super upset about the cost of the squeegee. I do not think that people realize that A, they don't give a shit, and B, the magnitude of a fully carbon fiber squeegee. I mean, as tempted as I am to use this, I don't think I ever will. I really want to take it out one time, give her a spin, but I'm afraid to drop it or something. But this is seriously, it's a novelty. It's not. I wouldn't say a novelty item, but this is this is a lot of money right here. I don't think people realize the amount of money involved in having this come to fruition.
you know what?
This is a lot of cash to make this
It
happen.
is. What these have to be left this run, no, and in the future, this is those of us. I've been around for over 4 decades
Mm,
now. I'm into my I'm working on my fifth to cap off my 50 years
that's
and
awesome,
beyond.
dude.
And I am going to go beyond 50 years in the field. But what you know what the thing is that when I hit that mark, I'm
Hmm.
going to look back on today and that carbon, I'm going to be like, man, everything is carbon fiber now.
Right,
And this was the beginning.
right, right.
And that's what this whole museum
Hard
is all
not
about.
to, hard not to appreciate that kind of stuff, you know.
I
It's hard
can't,
not to.
you can't, it's funny because people don't realize how influential window cleaning, I don't know if you could see with
Yeah, man. That's dope,
how
dude.
it was every aspect of
My
our
poster is. I rolled my poster up because I was afraid it got a little tear in it, and I rolled it up and put it away.
one of my passions that I'm going to have a section kind of throughout
Hmm.
is window glass,
Oh,
the
cool.
manufacturing of window glass.
Dope.
Most people don't understand the beauty of the window glass itself and that process.
Uh,
And Ohio, we are Ohio,
this is
Pennsylvania, West
this
Virginia.
is glass country.
Yeah, we
Uh,
are. It is it's a thing for
it
us,
was a
and
huge. Well, it was like it was like a backbone industry in Ohio. Was the glass industry like Utica? Utica it was a huge glass manufacturing place. I just there's glass manufacturing was huge in Ohio. Huge.
just
Mm.
I'm going to try to make sure I get this just random shots of window
That's
cleaners.
dope, man. That's cool, dude.
I mean, I've got toys, I've got keychains, patches, you name it. I've been collecting for a long
I've got a
time.
picture of me.
Oh, check this. This shit's cool,
Uh
man. Let me see if is that without the light?
oh yeah, it works. It looks good. Yeah, yeah. That's dope,
Those are
man.
the Arrow squeegees, and if you look at that big giant thing in the middle, that's a
Uh,
display that they used to have. I'm trying to get
this
my
dude said that this dude said carbon fiber squeegees are an electrical hazard, as if metal isn't an electrical, like brass and aluminum aren't an electrical hazard, dude.
this copper.
That looks to me like it's an electrical hazard. I don't know. Skin is an electrical hazard.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man,
Oh, people are crazy.
being up that high, or if you're
Mm,
digging down with this carbon fiber shovel.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, where do you live? Some of the
Where do
like
you live? He said, "Where do you live?"
carbon fiber shovel. Oh, is that I don't want to. I'm a purist. I'm a window cleaning purist. So if anybody wants to talk about shoveling, no,
Right.
no, we're not
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
I
let me.
I do the occasional like pressure washing job or something for like a customer, like an existing customer that asks. Like I'm getting ready to pull gutter cleaning off my website. Like I don't even want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? It just doesn't even sound appealing. I've gotten 2 calls about it, and I'm gonna be honest, I just lied to him. I was like, listen, I can't. I'm just so booked. I don't have time. I
Well,
just
no,
don't even want to do it
I-
anymore. I have a
we
couple of jobs that I'll do, but there's just like I'm not fucking running around cleaning out gutters anymore. I'm just not doing it.
do you have the IPC gutter vac?
No. If I
You
had
have
that, if I had the gutter vac, that'd be different. That'd be different. I'd be doing them.
we have that. Now listen,
Oh, is it
you
awesome?
yeah, I love the thing. I love the thing, but I'll tell you what, it pissed me off, and I'm like, when it pissed me off, I'm like, I'm going to punch you, gutter back,
Yeah.
and rather than punch it, I shook it. It didn't do well.
Yeah.
It did nothing to it. It didn't.
Right.
It still did the stupid thing.
Right.
No, I'll tell you, you need 20 amps. You got to like usually a garage in our territory.
Right.
You got to go to a garage outlet. It has to be a 20 amp. You can't use a 15 amp on this thing.
Right.
You get that thing full blast, and I'm telling you. But I'm looking at it like, you know what? I don't. It's we're Ohio. That mucky muck that gets packed here. But I do like the idea that if I have some little old ladies like my own house, I'm using the gutter vac on my own house.
Right.
And I'm gonna put gutter brushes in, but I'm gonna replace that fascia board. New house. We've all fixing it up. Replace the fascia board, redo the gutters, and get the new roof on, and then I'm gonna put the brushes in. And I just suck that shit right off the top each year.
Right.
Right off the top of the brushes. I've used
That gutter helmet. That gutter helmet's dog shit.
Well, if you have the gutter, any of those,
You have to now. If you go to like Home Depot, Home Depot has got the stuff that caps the trough with a screen over it. That shit is super nice.
You mean the one with the holes, the actual
It's
solid
it's a solid cap that sits on top. It sits down inside the gutter in the top of it, underneath the drip edge, goes right, locks into the gutter, then you run a couple screws into it, and it has mesh screen and circular holes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
And it comes in. You can get it. I put it on my cousin's house for him last fall, and I think it comes in like 4-foot sections, like a box of 5 4-foot sections. It's stainless steel. I think it's like $60 to $80. Man, that shit is nice.
Now, with something like that, anytime you do something like that, or even the foam blocks that you put in, where you have the stuff rest on top, all you got to do is have one other person. Here's a plug. So go to TJ's site, get yourself a nice zero pole, and go get yourself a nice. There are some different dusting things, some different capabilities with the dusting brushes that you can slide across
Just
the top.
swoop that right off there, yeah.
Vacuum across after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One person slides
well,
across.
What I did when I installed my cousins is I purposefully I did a 2-foot section over top of every downspout, and it was the last piece I put on. So if you needed to get to the downspout, it just 2 screws, you pop it up, and you can work on the gutter if you need to. So
that's the ideal. That, and as long as you I don't know, we're talking gutters. I own a home, you own a home.
yeah. Hey, I have maple trees growing in my gutter right now.
Here we got two maple and an oak, and
I don't have my swimming pool uncovered. My gutters need cleaned. I still need to clean my windows, and I need to wash my siding.
Wait a minute, you need to do your windows. I am still trying to get the squeegee teams. They put a thing in my mailbox. I want to hire these guys to do my windows. I'm like, I seriously want you $5 a window.
Really?
I'll pay them. I don't get. Come on over, but my wife can't. I says, you have to schedule that. And
right.
They were supposed to come over yesterday at 6.
Uh-huh.
I was out there cutting the lawn and blowing everything, making it look all nice. And no, they didn't show up. I figured, you know what? If they're
could anyone watching this imagine trying to sell Craig on a window cleaning job? Like,
and to be fair,
right.
$25 to clean our garbage can. Big one, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And they got a special sauce that they use.
Oh, okay.
special soap.
Yeah, the special mixture. Like you got like a tablespoon of this and a teaspoon of that.
Squeegee teens, if you're listening, if you are doing it now or later, you just got to get a hold of us and come over. I know you can safely transition onto my rooftop. If not, I can. Honestly, it's funny because if these guys show up,
Uh-huh.
I like, listen. You really don't. You didn't know what you were up
Mm-hmm.
against, but here, check it out. I got
Right.
some extra equipment. Let me throw stuff in your direction,
Right.
and let me go the right way. And yeah, you could clean the windows, and I'll pay you to clean my windows. But I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. Because first, you don't leave the thing in the mailbox. Stick it in my door. Stick it in the storm door. But don't put it in the
I'll
mailbox
tell you
because
this, man. I feel like, and I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but I do want to say this. I really feel like there are some influencers and people out there that do a lot of shit on social media, window cleaning, I feel like are doing the next generation a disservice. Because there's a lot
yeah.
of things that are done for camera, and I don't think young people realize that it's being done for camera. You know what I mean? Like, you
Well,
know,
you know what?
like when you see a guy with a half inch to 6 inches of foam at the bottom of a fucking window, that's not what we want to do, guys. That's not what we want to do.
You know what? I'm the king of both realms. I can be. I gotta watch. I gotta work tomorrow and Sunday on this building. I gotta be the adult. I gotta be the man, the father. I have to be the business owner. I have to be the field worker. I have to be who I am, the window cleaner. But then the next weekend when I have off, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake up and I'm going to watch Thunder the Barbarian cartoons, Looney Tunes. I'm going to play Pac-Man and Dig Dug, and I'm going to enjoy myself. But to be able to go from one to the other, but you know what? I can only do that. I can only live that. When I was younger, I wanted to grow up. What do I want to be when I grow up? I wanted to be me. You
Dude, I've been
know?
trying to say that to people for a long time. Like, what did you want to be when you grew up? I was like, me? I just, like,
Yeah.
me?
Who am I? The best me that I can be is the guy that I watch
Yeah.
cartoons. I play video games. I play Pac-Man and Dig Dug, Galaxy and
Yeah.
Galaga. I play Golden Tee. You
I
know,
played Golden Axe and Super Mario Brothers and
but I don't play on the
Mortal
TV.
Kombat.
I have the arcade games,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the stand-ups. I still,
Well,
I, s-
I played on stand-ups too, man.
but you have those now because if I come over to your house and you don't, I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat to stand up. I'll put it in my truck and I'll bring it over to them when we hang out. We're gonna play Mortal Kombat.
Right.
You know,
Well,
but
dude, Mr. 2%, I agree. Every YouTuber is making 50K a month going door to door, and it's all bullshit. That's all bullshit to go viral on YouTube. They're making more money off of YouTube than they are actually cleaning windows.
probably,
That's
yeah,
the
I
same
agree.
way with a lot of these kids that are going door to door on TikTok. They're making more money with like the kid that the one kid I always see on TikTok. He's got like 90,000 fucking likes on a video, and he's talking about how can you say that water fed pole's fucking not better than a squeegee? You know what I mean? And that's all the kid's saying. You know what I mean? And then it's just people
Hey,
incessantly arguing with him. You know what I mean?
hey, you see that right there? You see that?
Yeah.
That pop going up right there?
Yeah.
Look at that shit right there.
Yeah.
Hey, window cleaning, not business, window
Right.
cleaning.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at that right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That, that's either you're masturbating a lot.
Yeah. It's one of the two. It's one of the two.
It's that muscle right there. All you got to do
Yeah.
is, just show me. Just don't
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
I want to show something really cool here. Let's take a moment to reflect. I know it's not September. Let me get it going here. But this is cool. One of my things I want to show the folks that are watching. You're
Okay.
putting up with us tonight. But can you see that World Trade Center?
Yeah.
I have a World Trade Center window cleaner floaty pen.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And we actually have a couple of photos. We have one old press photo.
That's
Uh,
cool, Craig. That
cleaner.
fucking pen is cool, dude.
But we also have John Hancock, Boston. We have, I don't know. I have found, I have four floaty pens, window cleaner floaty pens from
Dude,
building.
that is cool, man.
Um, just and it's weird shit. I don't know. Let's see if you can see this. See this whole pencil with
Yeah,
the way
liquid
they.
window cleaning. Yeah.
And look at the phone number. Can you see it?
Yeah.
LA1.
Yeah. Oh, he froze. God damn it.
And LA1 2367.
You
You know,
froze
back.
there again. You keep freezing, man.
What do I don't even know what happens. Are we going now?
We're going again. We're going again.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still
much.
live. I'm still live. You just keep occasionally you're max headrooming a little bit. That might date that might date us a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that may date us a little bit. Some of you might not know what we're talking about.
Now, here's a gentleman. I'm gonna try to find out as much information as I can, but I'm gonna show this, and this will be at the museum. And this is the Vans window cleaner. He's wearing Vans shoes dropping off.
Uh huh.
And this is a picture I found, and it's an actual picture. It's an actual photograph, and I don't know who the dude is.
Oh,
Just
that's
some
cool,
dude
man.
who's wearing his
Where do
Vans
you get
shoes.
this shit?
Man,
Do you want? I mean, you probably don't want to reveal your sources, which I wouldn't either.
son,
That is
uh,
so cool, man.
I get shit. I mean, the all of anywhere on the internet you can find
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I
I
have
actually have something framed that Noah Peterson sent me a he sent me it's framed. I've got it. It's in the other room. I should hang it in here, but um it's hung in a different place, but it's a blueprint of the Dennis Squeegee and like a little tiny blue blueprint, and then a receipt for like from the 50s for a window cleaning job. I got them mounted together. I was like, man, that's so fucking cool, man. And he gave me a piece of his dad's sea sponge, or either his dad's or his grandpa's sea sponge. I still have that. I have not used it either. I don't feel right using it.
don't ever put it in water again.
Right, I don't feel right using it.
You know, I have some of his dad General, I believe it was General window cleaning, wasn't it?
Yes,
It was
yes.
General. And I have a patch that he sent me. I have a few pictures of his dad's
If you
company.
guys don't follow Rolling with the Window Cleaner or Window Cleaning History on the socials, you should, man, because Craig and
Noah's
Noah
one of the
Noah,
collectors.
he's another guy that's really in tune with the history of the business. If you're not aware of these two, I guess you'd say window cleaning institutions that are the Rolling with the Window Cleaner and window cleaning history. Those two things are, those two those are two good follows because you're going to get some good information and history. So
It's who we are. It's
yeah, yeah,
us.
yes,
It's us.
it's
Now,
dope.
on that, let me tell you, Nashville window cleaners. Anybody watching in Nashville, send us a message. Grace, myself, even TJ, we'll get the message from him.
Hmm.
We are going to do a section on the wall. Fletcher Denning,
Okay.
Nashville window
Yeah.
cleaner. Some stunning work that they do.
Oh
Fletcher
yeah.
does some. And we're going to have a Nashville section because it's in Nashville.
Uh.
So we're going to dedicate a little section for Nashville window cleaners. And then one of the other things I want to do is I want to start a memorial wall.
Okay.
And we're going to start off, and one of the walls probably on the other. I don't know. I never know where it's going to be, but we're going to have a little section, and it's going to be Lewis Hay,
Okay.
and he was a very influential window cleaner.
Yeah.
No matter how large, no matter how
Yeah.
small
Yeah. He
we
was a
are,
good guy.
he was one of the most influential guys, and he really had that passion and that
Mm.
spirit.
Mm.
He really injected zeal into a lot of folks. So we're going to have a Lewis Hay little section on the wall, a wall for him, and then what that's going to turn into, if this museum takes off, if we're able to do this each year at the conventions,
Hmm.
um, I want to have a memorial, and then anybody that knows a fallen window cleaner, we'd love to get a picture.
Marcus
And
Bay, but we can't get a picture of him.
you know what? And we love. What I want to do is I want people to remember us. I
Mm.
want to. That's what this museum is. This is who we were, and this
It's
is who
such
we are.
a it's such a it's a such a trivial small niche industry, but if you're involved in it, it isn't. It
It's,
isn't.
you know,
It's like a lot of kindred spirits. You know what I mean?
yeah, no matter, when we go to these conventions, there are people that love and hate each other.
Hmm.
They love and hate, but you know what? It doesn't matter because when
At
we're
the end of the
there,
day, yeah.
at the end of the day, we're there and we remember, you know what? Hey, we got here safe. We got
Right.
home safe.
Right.
We got here safe because really we are one of the most dangerous jobs there is.
Yeah. For sure.
And
Oh,
I
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You've had him on. I want to jump on. I want to give some man props to Jeffrey Scott.
Oh yes, he's the man.
That dude,
Yeah,
I'll
he's the
tell you,
man. Jeffrey's the man.
he gave me the greatest gift I could ever receive in my entire window cleaning career. He gave me I have done every aspect of window cleaning other than dropped off a building,
Oh, so you
and
got to do that?
we went down. And I'm surprised that Grace didn't talk about that with you
No, she
guys.
didn't. I'm surprised too.
Yeah, we went down and we did his class. We took his safety green.
Mm.
I've got everything is loaded up. You know what? I will try to find that. But Jeffrey Scott's class was amazing. Oh man, to just to sit in the presence of somebody like that. And he is just a window cleaner. He's a window cleaner. He's a
Having him on the
window.
show is just to hear him talk about the way things used to be and what they used to do and what they're doing now. It's a testament to the business itself and how it's evolving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, dude, that was an experience like no other.
I'm
And to
sure.
watch Grace conquer her fear going over the edge,
I'm
my
sure.
big
Yeah.
blind as shit. Without these, I'm blind as
Right.
shit. You know, and even with these, I'm still blind as shit because I'm not paying attention to what most people think.
Right. Right.
I'm not paying attention to you.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention to the window. The
Yeah.
window. This is my passion, but
Right.
you know, we're up on the roof, and I said to him, I says, listen, my only concern is that I can't. I'm not. I wear progressive lenses, and I wasn't focusing when I was. It was cold. It was kind of fogging up a little bit when I was
Hmm.
breathing, and
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm looking over the edge, and I'm fogging up. I'm like, I can't see a damn thing.
Hmm.
How am I supposed to get over it? And it was right on that cusp of freezing. But it was the most amazing. It was so
I can only
exhilarating.
imagine.
I mean, you know what? If you would ever do it, Grace and I would both go with you, and
Oh
we would
yeah.
take.
I've
Yeah,
thought about it. I've thought about it. I think it's something I'm going to end up doing before too
sure.
long, just to do.
And listen, let me just say, the first day in the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
it felt so good. It was. He is like a dad. You know that.
Well, he
I
told
don't know.
the. I mean, he told us on the show. He's like, all you gotta do is get here. I was like, really? All you gotta do is get here.
Listen. I would go. I would go. I'm serious. I
Yeah,
would go. I would
he's been
experience
he's
that.
been really encouraging. I mean, I don't think. I mean, it's not something I would ever do for a living, but it is something that I would like to know and I would like to experience for sure.
You know what? I think you would appreciate
Oh,
that.
definitely.
It was so. I don't know. Just sharing that with Grace in that moment was great. The
Well, it
self
just
res.
and not only that's the part I'm talking about. Just that experience of learning how to do that stuff the proper way. I mean, it's worth the experience for sure.
Oh my gosh! It was then going off that going. I wrote a song about it. You guys know I jam, but I
Yeah,
wrote a song. We're gonna maybe one day we'll do a live, and you guys can let our band play the
you'll
song.
have
But
to.
it's
What you'll have to do is our next big episode. I'm sure I think we got another one coming up soon. Another big, like, I think it's 400 or something like that's coming up. You're definitely gonna have to play that. I mean, you played the 300,
oh
so you got to do
gosh,
four, dude. You got to do
it,
four, dude.
it inspired me to write I just came up with these words as I
Hmm.
slipped my body on over the edge and to the freedom of the sky.
I can't
You know,
imagine, dude.
it was so beautiful, and I've never done it. I
How high up? How many stories were you when you did that?
I think it was 130 feet.
Oh, okay.
I think something like that, 130 feet, whatever it was to get certified at that
Uh,
level.
right,
You know, I have the book, and you know what I told him? I says I'm ADHD, so I have to absorb, reabsorb, reabsorb,
right,
but I will never stop thinking about it.
right.
And also, it's weird. I don't really want to take that on as the work we do,
Mm,
but I told Grace we're going to get the equipment, we're going to have it, and we've already been invited out by several other guys in the industry. Said, come on over and you can do a building and learn with us, and
mm,
get your chops, get some hours in,
right.
because the more hours you get you advance your.
Oh, he froze again. Damn it.
I don't want to do it as work, but I want to do it as a window cleaner. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right. I understand what you're saying. Definitely. I
But
understand what you're saying.
if Grace learns this, then in the future, if she takes on, she is legitimately eligible for the WBA status, or the what is it, WBE, Women in Business Enterprise, WBE
Hmm.
status.
Hmm.
They had that for the minorities as well, WME, or the Minority Business Enterprise, whatever, MBE, WBE. But she can actually get contracts because she's a woman owner,
Hmm.
operator, but she really has that certification and field experience.
Right.
She's got she went through the 1910 OSHA certification for electrical water fed pole.
Uh,
She's already had that. I'm like, man, it for her, you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
To hire somebody to do something like that, learn to bid buildings like that, and just run a crew. She's got that.
She's got that under her belt. Yeah, man. That's cool, dude. Well,
And
Craig,
she's a,
I got to tell you, man, every time I have you on here, I'm like, I got to have you on again. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
we got to do this at least once a year.
Well, maybe even a little more. You never
Hey,
know.
hey, like I said, what you are like herding cats. It's a little, it can be difficult at times.
You know what it is? Gotta go through grade. Just get a
Yeah,
hold.
I'm slowly learning that that's the way to get things. Because
I don't know.
even getting you to respond to something in a timely manner is difficult.
It's my rotary phone.
Yeah. You
Joking.
don't get any messages on the
No,
rodeo phone.
I don't get anything on there other than calls. But no, you know what? Um, Yeah,
But
this it's always fun to talk, and it's really, you know who it's up to. Really, it's not up to you or I. It's up to the folks watching.
right,
Do they
right.
want more of this? Hey, folks, anybody, you watching now? You watching later? If you want more of this,
Just say
let us
so.
and just say so. Let
Yeah.
us know. If you want to raid my garage, you want to raid the basement, you want to see all the tools, everything I've got. It's like going to WCR. It might even be actually. It's WCR and beyond, actually, because the history that
Yep.
I have.
The history part of it for sure.
Just the amount I have, I think I have, I don't even know, 7 different Unger buckets,
Wow.
just with a different series of colors or ages of
Crazy.
back to that, the amount of stuff. But you know what? It's passion, and that's
Yep.
what it's about. So again, if anybody's going to go to the huge this year, get a hold of TJ, get a hold of us.
Hmm.
Let's get you hooked up the right way.
Yeah, make
Uh,
sure that if you are going, you get yourself a ticket through Craig and Grace. Get a hold
we'll
of
get
Craig and Grace. That's super easy. They're everywhere. Look for Rolling with the Window Cleaner on the internets, on the Facebook, on the face space, and get a hold of them. Get yourself a ticket and go. I think you try and at least go to one. It's a really good experience. You get to hang out with guys like you. It's more about the hang than it is anything else. You think you're going there to, like, I don't have the money to buy a bunch of tools and all this and all that. No, you're just going there to have a couple of beers or a glass of water and a hot dog with a guy that does what you do every day,
you know
and
what? It's
girls and fucking dudes that own businesses or dudes that just started business or dudes that make the window cleaning tools. You get to hang out with these people and shoot the breeze and talk about the industry or just talk about life. It's a good time, It's a very good experience.
Something important to say about this is you have all sides of it. We have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
We party. We have our fun.
Mm-hmm.
There is the business side to it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not to forget. Not to
Right.
forget at all. There
Right.
is a business side, but you can't. I don't know if it's all business, man. I don't know. I'm not wound that way.
Right.
All
Yeah.
business.
I mean, I'm not either.
We got to have a little fun, and that's
Yeah.
where hopefully the booth expands over the years. But what we want people to do is we'd like the Squeegee Life. Come on over to the booth, hang out, and anybody attending, come over to the booth, and we're a hangout area.
Yeah.
We're not. You don't buy anything from us. We're not going to
Yeah.
sell you anything.
Yeah.
You just come and hang out, and you can come in and absorb so much. Imagine, with you and I sitting there in one space at the same moment in time, the amount of information that you and I could pass
Oh
along.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that gets lost on a lot of people. Sometimes, they personalities and stuff like that get in the way. But even, I'll say this, like Jake Van Orton, for instance. Me and Jake can go round and round. You know what I mean, and fucking talk shit on each other. But at the end of the day, Jake's a very experienced dude, and you may not like his thoughts on everything, but he does know what he's talking about. He can clean windows. He has experience, you know what I mean? That's the same thing with you. People may like, wow, Craig's all over the place. Yeah, but if you zip Craig down with a question, he's going to be able to give you a good answer to that question. It's going to be a well-knowledged, well-thought-out, and well-worked-out answer to the question because he knows what he's talking about. The same thing with me. I'm a little rough around the edges, but I've been doing this for 20 years as well. So there's not a lot that I haven't seen. You know what I mean? So
that's why I think in a dynamic like that, we work so well. You're more of an introvert. I'm an extrovert.
Right.
I'm like
yeah.
leader.
Yeah.
You get the passion from all that passion that goes into what we do. It's you guys, especially what you do with the show every week. The amount of effort that you put in, the sacrifice that you make, your family allows you to make.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Something that people don't understand. Whether they like us, they think, "Hey, that guy's a goofball." Yeah, I am a goofball.
We are, yeah. We totally are too. I mean, we do a window cleaning podcast, and it's like mostly dick and fart jokes because we're idiots. You know what I mean? But
I was. Oh, wait, explain something to me, to the folks who are watching now and later. Explain. Grace gets on the show, and both Tim and Seth.
Yeah.
Oh, they're holding back. Like, dude, I want to get on. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll get on, and I will. I want to. I'm a tequila guy.
Yeah.
And I don't. Tell you what.
I don't know, Craig. I've also. They're both there. They must have hopped on the wagon or something. You know what I mean? What the fuck? That's what I say. What the fuck?
I was like, man, can somebody put a couple down?
Right? Yeah. It's actually been a few podcasts since either one of them have tied one on.
You can't have 5 guys acting the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want. You know what I love? And anybody watching this now or later, as we always say, now just chime in and tell me if I'm right. I would love to see Jacob go back to the tool review.
Oh, I want him to do it too, man. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe Jacob might. I mean, with the new baby, I think Jacob might need some more time. I think maybe, yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
So is Seth, and I wanted Seth to do the bathroom thing. But you know what? I would offer this. What we'll do is when Grace and I are out and about, we can do a bathroom thing. Send it over to you, and you can play it.
Hey, listen. If you want to send me whenever you have the time, if you want to send me 2 or I would say probably 2-minute tops video. If you want a special Craig segment on the Squeegee Life podcast, and you want to send me a video clip, I will fucking do that. I'll even build you an intro just for, and you call it whatever you want. We can call it Rolling with the Window Cleaner. It'd just be a little segment. You know what I mean? It's just Craig just doing Craig shit.
The most important thing for a window cleaner in the field. This is for in the field window cleaners.
Yeah.
I'm seriously, I want a porta potty on a trailer. I want to put it with Wi-Fi. I want to have music. I want to have a TV,
Dude,
video game,
out of control, Craig.
break my poop and pee. You know, little spritz.
Remember, guys, if you want to be a part of the exhibit, send us a video clip. Squeegee Life rolling with the window cleaner. Send us a video clip. You'll be a part of the display. Yep. Send us a video clip. Craig, I thank you, man. We're gonna do this again, guys. We'll do this again. I'm gonna talk Craig into doing a segment for the podcast.
Amazing.
I think it'll be fun, dude. I think that's actually a really good idea. I like it. All you got to do is do it. All you have to do is make it happen.